Rose, you have pocket options. I don't have pocket options, so I can't answer that. But do they have fixed time?
No, we don't have time.
Oh, so that's not
No
something
fixed
I'm
time.
doing wrong.
I
I've
don't
been
think it
looking
really
for it.
matters.
Okay. Because
Awesome.
I've been looking for it and I'm like, where is fixed time here? I
I'm
don't see fixed
sorry.
time.
I should have told you it's
You
not
have
in
pocket
there.
options. I don't have pocket options, so that's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there's so many brokers. There's so many different ways of strategies. So
Yeah.
apparently pocket options does not have that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I see it's not me. I was like, well, am I looking at something wrong? Why am I not seeing that? Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
But then lately, that pocket up, it has been saying, I don't know whether Rose, has it been saying for you, it still has that OTC at the end. I'm like, why does it have that OTC all the time?
No, no, it was fine yesterday.
Mine has OTC even now.
Oh. Well, now, of course, the market is closed. It's going to be OTC.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see Monday
Okay.
what happens, but it
That's
shouldn't
see
have
on
that
Monday.
OTC during the business day.
Okay. Even on demo.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Good questions. Rachel, where are you? Where are you in the process of trading? We can help you with any questions you may have.
Well, so far, I'm just going through the videos,
Mhm.
the ones on IM Center, I think it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, and trying to set up like all the websites that you guys were giving us.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm still floating. But then I'll have time Monday and Tuesday, so I'll just sit down and do all that Monday and Tuesday now.
Okay. Have you set up your broker yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Let me show you.
Mhm.
Let me show you very quickly what you need to do. Even though you're
Okay.
listening to IM.Center, I think you should also set up
Mhm.
your broker, transfer the money, and then I'm gonna just give you a shortcut of what you're gonna read. You're gonna run
Okay.
into your reading.
Okay.
So let me just help you. It's gonna just jumpstart you, and I think it's a good use of our time anyway.
Okay.
While we wait for other people to hop on. This is totally a new trader setup call. So if you don't see a lot of people, it just means that people have a little bit advanced in their Q&A questions. Okay. So the main thing right now you need to worry about is picking up a broker. Okay.
Okay.
So there are many brokers out there.
Mhm.
A lot of people are starting now to lean towards, and we don't have any rights to recommend any broker. We're not affiliated with any brokers. We're just purely telling you some of the brokers that we're using.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you get in, you lose money, you make a lot of money, we have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think Rose likes pocket options, and I see a lot of people using pocket options.
Yeah.
So you might want to look at pocketoptions.com and set up an account there. It's completely free to set up an account.
Yeah.
And so if I were you, I would just go online today. It's literally going to take you seconds to just set it up and set up the broker. So I think it's pocket options. Is it pocket option or pocket option?
Yeah, I think I have pocket options, but I just don't have an account yet. I don't think.
I think it's pocket option singular.
I'm on the demo account with pocket options.
Awesome. So this is what I want you to do next. Download the app called HFX Swipes.
I have that.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Now, while you're still studying, I really would love for you to start taking trades.
Okay.
So HFX Swipes, do you know how to read that HFX Swipes? Have you had a chance to watch the video to understand how it works?
Not completely, but I've been checking up like the new ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, but now to transfer that new idea to like the pocket options is what I've been having trouble with. You know, like I know you're supposed to look at the last 3 digits. I don't even know how it works too, you know?
Okay. Yeah. You get access to your HFX Swipes right now?
Yeah, I can.
So let's pull up the first trade that shows up. Tell me which one you see.
The first thing that I see. One moment. So it says odd to USD sell, bearish movement, and it was at 2:38 a.m. I think on the 7th.
What's the price on it?
Does it even say?
It does. Entry price.
600 to 6. I don't know. It doesn't. Mine doesn't show any price.
It has it.
When
Just
you
look.
when you enter, it's there.
So
the
just
600
click
to 620 zone.
click the button. New idea. Just click on it and expand it.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So 0.71600.
Perfect. How many minutes expiration time?
5 minutes.
Good. And then that's it, right? So we know it's AUD USD, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know it's a sell.
Mm-hmm.
We know the entry price. We know it's 5 minutes.
Yes.
Easy, right?
Yep.
So let's pull up what pocket options. And then Rose is going to help us with this because I am not a pocket options user.
Mm-hmm.
But she can maybe help us with it. Okay. So this is what I would imagine that we're doing. You come over here.
Okay.
And you find out your AUD USD. Easy, right?
Yep.
You just click on it. That didn't take any effort, did it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And then 5 minutes. So Rose, M5 is 5 minutes? I would imagine it is.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Okay. So now all you do is M5. You see that?
Okay. Yeah.
See this clock moving now? You see this 4, 15,
Yeah.
13, it's going down. So that means if you take a trade right now, you're not taking that trade for 5 minutes. Do we agree?
Yes.
Okay. So now, the only other thing you have to do, Rachel, is put in your money. And if you're in a demo account, I want you to be in the demo account. If you have to take 100 trades to try it out, take 100 trades until you get comfortable. But usually it's 10 trades, you're good.
Okay.
Here's where you put your money. When you watch your videos during this weekend, you're going to notice that we're telling you to only take 2% of your entire account.
Yes.
Trade. So if you have $500, how much money are you doing? $10, right?
Yeah.
Do not go over that. Trust me when we tell you to obey the rules. Like this is one of those things you go by the book. When we tell you 2% and you decide to do 2%, and you lose money, when you get money, we celebrate you. When you lose money, we're going to be like, we told you, because all of us have disobeyed the rules of trading. All of us, including myself. I have one time, I put a lot of money and you win, you're like, okay, maybe I know, I know how to trade. Why would I lose money? Guess what? You lose money because the market is the key. Market does whatever I want to do. You can have the best technical skills, but sometimes it's just going to tell you you need to follow the rules. So it's always nice to just obey the rules and follow the concept of compound interest. I'm going to show you what that is, and I'm sure you're going to run into that. You probably saw it in the presentation. So now what do we do? The thing said sell, right?
Yep.
Sell is a red button.
Sell is red.
Sell is red. Buy is green.
Okay.
So guess what, Rachel? All we're doing is, as soon as we wait for the price, you see this moving line here?
Yep.
You see this strike price? Only thing we have to do now is wait for it to get to 0.17600. 0.71600. Right now it's at 856, so it's not 600. Do we agree?
Yeah.
And all you have to do is, once it gets there, you make sure your 5 minute thingy is as close as 5 minutes as possible. So for me, I would always do this, and then if it's there, I just click it.
Okay.
That's it. You see how easy it is?
Yeah. And then so what happens? So when you click it like that, does that okay, when you're selling, did you have to have bought it before you sell, or
no?
Yeah.
Nope. Basically, because you're just using your money to do
Yeah.
what we call leverage trading.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're selling it, you're
Mm-hmm.
literally saying that I believe the market is gonna go down. And when market is going down, do you want to be in a okay? If I bought you a very expensive watch,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, man, this is a collector item,
Yeah.
and the value of it has been really, really good, but it gets to a point where you are investing into this watch, right? You're saying, I really believe this watch's value is going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to do? You're going to sell it, right? Because you don't.
Yeah.
And when you sell it, it means that you're selling it because you believe the market of the watch and the price
Yeah, it's going down.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in that example, you have a commodity, you have a product, but in this case, you don't have a product. What we do is we sell, basically, it's very weird. We sell and buy in the market virtually because of leverage trading. You don't have to have bought it to sell it.
Okay.
All you have to worry about is what is HFX saying? How many minutes is it? How much money did I get? Did I get the strike price? And are they telling me to click the green button or the red button? And that's it. The rest of it, this whole thing is gonna take care of itself because the time elapses and it finishes by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna see your payout right here. You see how easy it is?
Yeah, 1 second. So the timer, right? When you put the 5 minutes, right? So when it elapses to like the 0.0, that's when you sell it, or
It's done. It just means your trade is done. And then when I sold it, when I did sell, when I clicked on this thing, I clicked it. If you look, it's kind of, if you see my $10 is here.
Yes.
And I sold it right here.
And you sold it where?
I sold it right here when I clicked the red button.
Yes.
Yeah. So when the time goes to 000, it means the trade is over. You're done with that trade. So you either have made money out of the $10 or you've lost money.
Oh, you've lost. So when you've lost, what does it show you? Does it show you like a minus that amount there? If you have lost?
Elizabeth and Rose, I don't use this broker. Does it show 000? Pocket option?
If you go to on the right, there's the open and closed part right there. And you click on the close, you'll see it went to 0.
Yeah.
Meaning you made 0.
You made 0 or you made money. Okay, I see it.
You lost. Yeah.
Yeah. So here it tells you if you made profit or if you didn't make any money. Yeah. And I'm sure let's just see well, the market is closed right now. That's the reason why it says OTC. But otherwise you would see in my other broker, the broker that I use usually shows me the amount of money I made plus my $10 investment. So if I made $92 of $10, I get an extra what? $9.20, right? So now my amount would have showed $19.20. I do that, right? Yeah. But in this case, you just look at closed trades and you're gonna see your amounts here. So if you made money, it's gonna show how much money you made, right? If you lost money, it shows you. Yeah, it's easy. It's very easy. Just as you continue to study IM Data Center, you're gonna understand like why do we sell. At the end of the day, this is the way I looked at it in the beginning, Rachel. When I didn't understand like how am I making money through this whole thing, I told myself this. I use the microwave every single day, literally throughout the day. I know it's warming up my food and I know it's warming up my coffee. Do I really care how the mechanism behind it? No. I don't. I switch on my lights every single day. The lights comes on. Do I worry about the wiring and how the electricity is coming in? Oh, there you go, Rachel. Did you see this? Look, it popped up. We made $0. Yeah, it went away, but yeah, it popped up. Yeah, so right now, just know that when you get an HFX swipe, as you continue to learn through IM.Center, it's gonna make sense. Okay, why do we make money? Blah blah blah. But HFX swipes, you just come in, you select your minutes here, you make sure you are clicking on your minutes when you are ready to take the trades, because like we saw, if you click right now, the time starts elapsing, and then you're not going to be able to be taking 5 minutes for that trade, right? You're going to be taking whatever is remaining here. So if I were you, I would just wait for the strike price or entry price to get to where you are. Quickly click on M if it's a 5 minutes, and then you're going to see it counting down. Why is it not giving us 5 minutes exactly, you guys? Those people that use pocket options, because the market is closed, maybe? Oh, it is actually. Yeah.
It should give you 5 minutes once you push the button.
Yeah, it's not. Look at this. If you look, when I click on the button,
it's giving like beginning from 4.
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, when you push the green or the red button, it will count down from 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Oh.
Oh, look, you. Oh, shoot, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so that's a different broker that looks different from what I use, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Rachel, was that clear, sweetie?
Yes, it was. It was. I'm gonna have to mute you just 2 seconds, and then I'll be back.
No problem.
I'm at work.
No problem.
Aye. Okay.
Alrighty, you guys. So we are just addressing any trading questions anybody has. We were just trying to figure out pocket option. Pocket option seems to be one of the platforms that now, you know, people are recommending to use versus what we were using for IQ-Cent with FOREX before. So just know that that is what is being recommended. Of course, we have no affiliation with IQ-Cent, with FOREX, pocket option. You decide to do it, you do it. You do it at your own discretion. Any other questions? Anybody running into anything that you want to discuss? This is completely an open call.
Hi, everybody.
I was watching. Yes.
Hi,
Hi.
Lucy.
I'm glad to see you trading on pocket option, because I've been trying it. It looks so different from IQ-Cent. IQ-Cent is so easy to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's noisy back here, so I'll mute.
Yeah, okay, cool. Steve K, do you have any questions for us? Okay, if no questions, I'm just gonna tell you guys the way I just look at the market. Please understand that literally I have been studying this market for 6 months, right? So it is not fair to yourself when you start to think about, why am I not making the kind of money that somebody is making that is there for 6 months? It's not fair to you. It's a process. You're gonna get there, I promise you. I promise you. As long as you do not give up, as long as you follow the rules that we have in place, as long as you're not greedy. I've been greedy. Rose has openly said she's been greedy. But if you adjust your strategy and just follow instructions, I can guarantee you guys that you will make this thing work for you. I am just a living example, and I got to a point where I was like, I don't know if I can do this, right? But God is good, because he gave me the grace to continue pushing through this thing. I purely follow what I have under janybody.com/trading. I will show you exactly what I do every single day. And then if you guys can think of any questions, then please reach out. I go into, so I have this in my head already, right? So I have this formula in my head because I've done it over and over and over, and I did not give up. And the devil is a liar, because when you start to lose and you have a losing streak, you're gonna start wondering, oh, can I do this? Can I do this? I was there. I've been there. but it gets to a point where you start to build confidence. It's just kind of like driving a car. The first time you may back up, and even if you have a nice car that has all kinds of 3D cameras, you may hit, you know, the part of your garage and bust up your one of your lights in the back. And you're like, shoot, do I really know how to drive? So it kind of really messes up with you. So I think I may have Lucy's saying, yeah, she's been greedy. Okay, so I purely follow this to the T. To the T. I don't play around anymore. Why do I say to the T? There are some things that I don't negotiate with, and I'll show you what I don't negotiate with. I'm gonna just pull up my hourglass very quickly. It's gonna look kind of weird because the market is closed, but I'm gonna tell you what I have learned. And it's taken 6 months of discipline. Sometimes I've been in tears. I'm like, why am I taking a trade if it does not follow the rules? What is wrong with you, Janie? I've talked to myself, why? And I started to realize that there was a part of me that really wanted to make this process faster, the microwave success, right? Why can I not be the person that I hear they sat down for one day, they took 14 trades and they made $14,000? I'm just giving an example, right? I've had stories like that. You know, why can I not be that person? Okay. But when I realized that, Janie, you just have to follow the rules. There are very simple rules we've set up here. Success is not going to be overnight. I started becoming more successful. So let me just show you what I do. Every single day, of course, now I have this in my head, right? I come in and say, okay, I open up my currency. This is exactly how I trade. Make an appointment with yourself, figure out what time you trade. That's the number one success tip. What time do you trade? I have it on my phone as a reminder. I have told my family, I've cleared my schedule. I have a specific time I sit down and I say, I'm going to the market for not more than 30 minutes and I'm going to pick up my trades and I'm out. Now that I know how to trade. However, when I was brand new, I was depending on the traders. So I used to have a schedule on my phone. If it was Kenry, I would just say, I'm going to show up on Kenry's calls 4 or 5 times out of the week to get my trades. That was a non-negotiable unless I had a super huge emergency. Number one tip is you've got to figure out what your scheduling, your schedule is, figure out which trader you want. Don't go all over the traders. Pick one trader, stick to them. If you don't like their style, if you cannot understand what they're saying, pick another trader. We have so many traders. They are brand new traders. And once you pick the trader, follow their strategy to the T. But let me just tell you one thing. You can't beat this. You cannot beat double blessing strategy. This is the most accurate strategy in the company. And you have it right here in your fingertips. Okay. So what does Janie do? I have an appointment with myself every single day, 15 minutes, 30 minutes max. I did not trade yesterday because when I came into the market at my allocated time, my trades did not look right. Self-discipline told me, Janie, it's fine. Don't just take a trade to take a trade. If it doesn't look good, leave it alone. And I told myself, I'm taking off to yesterday. The market kind of just looked goofy to me. And I was like, I'm not touching that. That was not me 2 months ago. I would have forced a trade. I'm telling you, 2 months ago, I would have forced a trade. I'm like, I need to make my money today. I need to make my money today. So am I behind money? Yes. I'm behind $1,000 from yesterday. I'm behind, I think either $400 for Thursday because Thursday I took one trade. I'm behind $1,400, but I don't care because I know, guess what? I can get caught up next week. I'm not going to take a trade just to take a trade. The market kind of looked goofy. I'm not in the business of trying to lose my money fast. Okay. So self-discipline is going to take a little bit of time. What do I do when I come into the market? I come in here and I say, okay, how is the market looking? What I like to look for is the distance between the two pairs, right? I personally, right now, I'm in love with odd USD an NZD USD right now. I used to do UJ a lot. And then UJ like made me mad, and I'm no longer dating USD JPY. I'm doing AU and NZD USD. Do I recommend that for everybody? I don't know. You study, pick two pairs, trade, figure out how they move, because they have a movement. And yesterday and the day before yesterday, this here, which I look for when I'm trading those two pairs, this thing kept kind of just dancing. It wasn't moving at the velocity that I'm used to seeing it. And I was like, I'm not touching. And I'm not going to go into, personally, I'm not going to go into EJ or EU to come look for a trade. That is just a personal choice. It doesn't mean that EU is not a good, some people love EU. Some people love EJ, some people love whatever. But for me, my two trade pairs, they were not doing my thing. And I said, I'm not touching it. That's just self-discipline. It took a lot. I will honestly tell you, I cried some days wondering, like, this stuff is easy. Why am I not getting it? And then I realized my issue was self-discipline. Okay. So that is what I've been doing. So I come in, I look at where my trades are. If it's obviously, if you do not know this, but if you see AU and USD is one bar versus AU being more bars, you know this is going to be a buy. So the other thing I do is I come into the Forex market, I go in and see, is there any news? Okay, is there any news? So if it was obviously during the week, this thing would be loaded up and you'd look and see, do I have any red folders? If you see a red folder like this, Tuesday at 9 o'clock, even though it's just USD, United States dollar is so strong, it's gonna affect everybody. Personally, if it's around 9 a.m., I'm not touching the market. I'm not even touching the market at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. I am a rookie trader, but definitely if you're in a session, those traders are part of Go Live IM Academy. They know what they're doing. So they might tell you to take a trade with the USD. They know what they're doing. They know what they're looking for. For me, I stay away. Okay. So then I'll come in here and kind of check it out and see, okay, what's going on here? And if there's a red folder, if there's an orange folder, trust me, I'm shutting down my computer, I'm out. Okay, so then I come in here, AU, and I come into the market and I say, okay, I don't know if this is even gonna help because the market is closed, it might not allow me. So if it's AU and it's a buy, I will literally go by this. Do I see a green arrow? Is there a green arrow here? If there's a green arrow, of course, you know, the market is closed. Then I might check, yes, there's a green arrow. Is currency meter first versus second, greater than second? Yes. Okay, how do I find that out? I look at this one, first versus second, first versus second. Is this greater than this? Yes, it is. Point number 2. Okay. I come back here is price at green Bollinger Band 1 point. Price at green Bollinger Band. I'm telling you, I don't usually look at that. But it's nice if you can get these Bollinger Bands to be around the price. Like if let's say, for example, the price was 83,533, and you look around and you're like, yeah, the Bollinger Band is around the price. I don't usually, that's not a breaking point for me, but it's nice to have. Is price at green support line down? For me, it's a must. What that means here is very simple. When you are looking at the entry point here, you see this little green line, you see this little green line, you see this little green line, you see this, that's what they're saying. Is the price around the support line. That is all I do. Literally, I use TradingView. This is a little advanced and you're gonna put those pieces together. I use TradingViews to figure that one out. Okay, There's so many ways of doing this. You just have to maybe piggyback on whoever enrolled you or mine or my theory, and keep showing up for the go live. If you don't show up on go live, I don't know what to tell you. You know, even if you watch them afterwards, it's better than nothing. So usually when they're saying price around the support line, they're just saying is the price around this line here, support, the blue ones. Okay. And then yeah, so basically this is how I trade. I always look at the price being around here. That's literally how I trade. If you watch my introduction video that I think it's in here somewhere, I always look at this. So that's a must for me, right? Price is. I don't usually look at the B stochastic indicator, but if you have it, good for you. So this is a B. See that? B. This is S. B. Okay. And then this is a must for me. Cross up through green line on stochastic. Cross up through green line on RSI. If these two puppies are not showing up on my graph, I'm not touching the trade. Even with a long stick, I'm not touching it. So in summary, what I look for when I'm trading is the currency strength. This has to align. There's no ifs, buts. And the difference, the variance between the two, if it's bigger, the better it is for me. That gives me a little bit of hope, because I'm not gonna see the trade kind of flipping on me. But if you're gonna take like this and it flips on you and you come crying, I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't even take this one and this one. It's too close. We got a BTC USD shoot. Okay. So that's what I do. I just wait. I'm patient. And this is when I'm trading by myself. When I take HFX swipes, trust me, all I do is I go into my broker. I look at it. If it's aligned, good. I take the trade. Questions?
Oh. So can you, Jenny? So when you mentioned the arrow by the line on stochastic equals 1 point and the red line on RSI equals 1 point, can you show me where that is? Can you show that where that is?
So stochastic and RSI is these two small graphs on the bottom. If you look very closely, unfortunately, the thing is looking so goofy because the market is closed. There's two graphs. You see this first graph and this second graph, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, okay, so you can tell now, right? You see how there's a red line, green line, red line, green line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your question was about this, right? Cross up, cross
yes.
up. Yeah. So this graph, if it's a buy market, if it's favoring a buy market, this black line would be here, crossing up like a check mark. It's on its way up. You see how it's on its way down? On its way down. This is favoring a sell, which is cross down, cross down. You see how it's crossing down through red line. You see? Crossing down through red line.
Through the red line. Okay.
Yeah. So if it's a buy, it's crossing up through the green line. You see that?
Yeah.
So I can promise you 100%. If you can have the self-discipline of saying, and once again, this is an exclusion for HFX swipes. HFX swipes, the traders have different strategy. They are not necessarily using our checklist of double blessing strategy. So don't get confused when you look at HFX swipes and you're like, wait, it doesn't cross up, cross down, blah, blah, blah. Because HFX swipes has hundreds of traders that are sending you the trade ideas, right? Or maybe not hundreds, but a lot of traders. and they don't necessarily use the strategy. But if you yourself is trying to identify a strategy that we know in our group works, you literally want to follow this one. I promise you this. If you study this and always take this, use this strategy. The only other thing I can also tell you, the reason why we have two little cheat sheets here is because it's just a different wording, but it's the same thing. One thing I also want to tell you for a fact that I always look at is enter the market at hourly, half hourly, or 45 minutes. Period, end of story. I do not get into the market if it's not half hour past the hour, 45 minutes past the hour, or on the hour. You're not gonna see me taking unless it's, once again, unless it's an HFX swipe. If I'm personally trying to draft out trades, I will literally use trades. I would take a trade if it fits all the requirements and it also is 9, for example, right now, 11:30, 11:45, or 12 noon. Anything else out of this, I'm not playing around with it. I'm not in a rush to lose money. It took so much discipline for me to get to this point, because guess what? There are some strategies that work outside these hours. Definitely, so many strategies work. I don't know those strategies. I have not studied those strategies. I'm not putting my money into it. Yeah. So it's easy. Trading is very, very easy. You know, before you get to a point where you're feeling confident with this, by all means, please, 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 please take advantage of what you paid for. Go into live sessions. Identify a trader that you love. I can tell you that one of the most accurate traders, for me, I have not studied other traders. Henry Moore is very accurate. He may not be your style, so find somebody else if you feel like he's not doing you any, he's not helping you understand. Another guy that people seem to understand also a little bit better is Onadipe. Onadipe is a teacher. He's slower. You can understand even with his accent. Okay, you can understand even with his. He's a teacher. This guy is a teacher. He's an eye surgeon. If you study, if you decide that I want to use double blessings. Oh wait, so I have to tell you, double blessing strategy is only taught by two teachers so far. As far as I know, you guys can correct me, Coach Rose, you can correct me. Onadipe and Kendrick, they are the only two that teach double blessing strategy. So if you decide you want to master this double blessing strategies, watch his favorite videos, watch his old videos, and just study. But meanwhile, sign up on his live session. He takes a trade every day, or 2 or 3. Sign up on Cambridge sessions, even if so, if you're able to. If not, by all means, use another trader. Use Millie Mills. She uses a different strategy, so it's gonna be a little. You're gonna hear a different approach. But every single one of these traders, I'm telling you, the reason why they're here is because they make a lot of money. There's no way the teacher would. There's no way the school would be allowing this for teachers if they were not making money. This guy is brand new and this guy is brand new. I have not attended to them, but people are saying they're really good. Any other questions? That was fun. Alrighty, you guys, I really appreciate you being on here. This recording is available to you via YouTube. So you can just go to my YouTube. My YouTube is Janie Bodie, just the way I spell it on Facebook. Watch this video over and over if you have to. I will tell you that I was brand new. I was obsessed. When I saw people making money and people withdrawing $25,000 a week from their accounts, or people saying, you know, people that I trusted really literally saying they become millionaires because of trading. It didn't happen in 1 year of not sometimes showing up, sometimes not showing up, sometimes giving up. It happened with consistency. So you have to be consistent. You have to want this. And once you get this thing, you're going to be so happy you did this, because I can tell you that my dream has always been to make $1,000 a day, and it's happening. So now I want to stabilize it. If I can get to $20,000 pure every single month from trading, and then I hit my 30, I'll be in really good shape. You know? So any other questions? Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. God bless you. We have DCX Mondays, which is Crypto Monday. If you have any questions on crypto, we are studying really hard in crypto to get going. More than happy. We just love sharing what we're doing. By all means, just know that your main training is situated under golive.com.im, and IM.center. I studied IM.center probably 4 times, going through the videos over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I studied some videos 21 times to get me to where I am, to trade by myself. But by all means, you can make a lot of money just doing HFX swipes. You don't have to be a trader.